Niyo po.
Holy fuck!
Niyo po.
Holy!
Rome, Italy, was thrown into chaos when a tornado suddenly appeared, knocking over trees, scattering debris across the streets, and bringing traffic to a near standstill. The 7.8 earthquake in Mindanao, Philippines caused major destruction, damaging infrastructure and even well-known businesses like Chicken Hose. Heavy rain caused the house to collapse while a woman was using the bathroom, and it is honestly a miracle that she escaped with only minor injuries. The truck suddenly started moving, but luckily the men reacted just in time and managed to stop it before anyone got hurt.
It's all right, baby. Hey, we were right, but are you okay?
The scariest part of demolition isn't always making the cut, but what happens right after it, when the weight suddenly breaks free and turns the whole job into a near disaster. A gas pipeline explosion near Cuero, Texas, sent a massive fireball into the sky, turning the entire area into a terrifying scene of flames and thick smoke. This terrifying storm tore through a summer cafe in Russia, destroying the roof, bringing down parts of the building, and causing people to scramble for safety. Seconds after people ran outside, the earthquake violently shook the building and turned the lobby into a cloud of dust. Panic spread quickly inside the building in the Philippines when the earthquake struck, with non-stop screaming and fear visible all across the room. A sudden explosion from the brass container turned a simple task into a dangerous scene. So always double-check equipment before getting too close. The balcony suddenly gave way in Mexico, but fortunately the height was not great, and everyone got away with only minor injuries. This storm turned the area into a frightening scene, with sheets of rain, powerful winds, and debris flying around as everything was overwhelmed by the weather. The Medline warehouse fire created a terrifying scene, with thick black smoke spreading across the area like a storm cloud.
Oh my God. No.
The storm was so intense that the blowing snow covered the road like a moving wall, making every vehicle on this mountain pass look completely vulnerable. Luckily, no one was injured. This could have been a serious crash, but quick reactions from the drivers prevented the collision. Traffic in Russia suddenly turned chaotic after a trolleybus wire came loose, hooked onto a weak utility pole, and brought it crashing down onto the roadway.
Твою мать, а!
Something just hit me! Whoa! No, come on, run! No! Oh my God!
With unbelievable force, the tornado tore the metal roof apart as if it weighed nothing. But luckily, the man stayed safe through it all. In California's burned forests, rainwater can't soak into the ground, so it rushes across the surface, carrying ash, rocks, and debris into destructive mud flows.
What's happening right now? Livestock?
Tornado gusts near Houston turned the neighborhood into a danger zone, forcing firefighters to take shelter inside a garage.
Jesus, 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 Jesus!
A massive 7.8 magnitude earthquake rocked Glan, Sarangani, Philippines, throwing motorcycles to the ground and turning a normal morning into pure chaos. In India, the swollen Tino River unleashed powerful currents that ripped the bridge apart and swept it downstream in front of stunned onlookers.
Ui, chết mẹ rồi. Hả? Chết mẹ rồi.
Heavy flooding in Morocco's Imlil Valley turned the normally scenic area into a raging torrent, rushing straight toward popular tourist zones. Heavy winds and rain from a summer storm battered the Thai festival, knocking down tents and forcing boat race participants to seek safety. This is why truck drivers must always watch bridge height signs before entering an underpass. The back half of this truck decided it was done following orders and went on its own little solo adventure down the road. This is a cloud phenomenon known as mammatus clouds, seen in Texas and often forming after severe thunderstorms in unstable air conditions. This isn't anything mysterious. It's a spiral created by the Falcon 9 rocket's exhaust plume after launch.
A what?
This sudden dust devil moved fast across the open ground, creating a swirling cloud of dirt that made the whole scene look almost unreal.
家那个叉子都中弹了，快点看！啊！啊，他妈的！
Shifting temperatures caused the ice jam on Canada's Ausable River to break apart, sending rushing water and huge chunks of ice downstream. A sudden explosion inside the blast furnace unleashed a massive fireball, lighting up the entire steel plant. Dashcam footage captured the exact moment a powerful 7.8 magnitude earthquake struck the Philippines, shaking the street and sending people into sudden panic. A powerful earthquake in the Philippines suddenly shook this home, sending the family rushing away in panic as everything around them started moving. On the road, everything can change in a split second, and only staying calm and alert can keep you safe.
Wow, trời ơi!
Quay,
Wow,
quay.
trời ơi!
Thằng ngu này.
Hắn không nhìn hướng à?
Cái này thì check cam lại được.
Trời.
This intense tornado in Italy turned the sky into a storm of debris, with pieces of roofs and loose objects spinning high above the buildings. In a rare and dramatic sight, two giant waterspouts appeared at the same time off the coast of China, forming just about 1 kilometer apart over the sea.
아저씨야.
Ồ, bị biết đi coi lùng kiếm chung là thấy xem rồi.
Off the coast of Newport Beach, California, giant dolphins surf the boat's waves in a breathtaking display that leaves tourists amazed. This driver tried to escape the neighborhood using a bike bridge, and somehow forgot the truck was not exactly bicycle-sized. The sheer force of the storm surge instantly smashed the gate open, allowing floodwaters to rush in and fill the house within seconds. The force of this landslide is terrifying, as layers of earth and rock suddenly give way and crash down the mountain without warning. Powerful waves pounded Australia's Gold Coast before the storm even made landfall, creating a dangerous and dramatic scene along the shoreline. A heavy hailstorm hit Italy, covering the streets in ice and turning the neighborhood into a sudden winter-like scene within minutes. Heavy rain in Bolivia triggered severe flash flooding, turning city streets into raging rivers and sweeping vehicles away as if they weighed nothing. This powerful dust devil formed in hot, dry conditions, spinning steadily as it lifted dirt high into the air before slowly fading away.
It's getting bigger. Look at that.
Jesus, 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 Jesus.
He stepped outside for one normal day, and life instantly turned it into an action movie scene. Thanks for watching till the end. Hit subscribe so you're always the first to catch new videos. See you in the next one.